Hey everybody, this is Resource Rocky. Welcome back to the channel. I'm an entrepreneur that has a couple businesses that net around $4 to $5 million a year. I've been doing this for a couple years now, and I'm here to teach you ways to build a business or grow it. And I'm here to teach it so that you don't have to spend hundreds of hours or thousands of dollars to do so. So we're going to learn it via formula method, and I'm going to start going now. First off, I want to shout out to Steve Styles Radio. He's one of my newest subscribers, and I am here for you, man. So if you ever have any questions or comments, or you want, to help build the business or have some ideas, feel free to comment, or feel free to message me if there's a way to message on YouTube. I don't know if there is, but I'm also on TikTok, so you can, look me up at Resource Rocky, and you can find me there if you have any questions for me. So today we're going to learn about creating leads. So creating leads is super important, because without a lead, you don't have any flow or any drive to your business. So whether you're a school teacher looking to have a side hustle, or a local business owner aiming to attract more customers, or a CEO just looking to scale, the principle remains the same. You need leads. Now, your success depends on people knowing that you exist and understand what your purpose is. Sometimes we have businesses and we think we have the best idea ever, and when we drive it to a customer or a client, they're like, I don't really understand your business or what you're trying to serve me with, or what you're trying to solve for my life. And so that's one of the biggest things that we want to learn here is a lead and how to drive one. So what is a lead? A lead is someone who has shown interest in your product, service, or idea. Leads are individuals, organizations, groups. It doesn't always have to be one specific thing. So for example, if you have a teacher, the teacher might offer tutoring services, and the tutoring services may have parents or students as leads. A bakery may have a neighbor that want to buy from the bakery as the lead, but they may also have other local businesses that want to cater from that bakery. So you have not only the neighbor that wants to buy, but also the businesses next door. And you can also use a lead as social media. You can post your bakery on social media. You can teach them how to make certain things. They start getting attracted to your social media, and then eventually you're going to have other clientele from social media become leads for your bakery. And then you could, do delivery all around the world. So sometimes we stay in this kind of like box, like I have to make in my bakery or my, school or whatever, I have to deliver to that person. It has to be person-to-person interaction, but sometimes it could be a little bit more global. So without leads, you're kind of working in the small vacuum. There's not a lot of space to grow. You have to be able to have someone or something or some group to connect to. And that connection is very important. That's what will ultimately drive and grow your business. So what we wanted to do is we want to understand that these relationships that we have will be the ones that grow into meaningful future endeavors or meaningful business for you, and also solving a problem for the client in the end. Something, whether it's they're bored and they want to be entertained. That's why social media blew up, right? Whether they're hungry and they want to be fed, the bakery. Whether they're struggling in school and need a tutor, the tutoring service. Whether they, want to hear music and be entertained, a radio of some sort. So what we really want to understand is the audience that we're leading with. So before you can create leads, you have to figure out who you're trying to reach. So the question I want you to ask right now to yourself is, who am I trying to reach? And it should take you like 3 seconds to figure it out. If you don't have 3 seconds, if it's taking you longer than 3 seconds to figure out who your lead is or who your audience is, then you need to rework that business model. You need to boil it down to make it more simple. You really want to keep it as simple as possible. Now, if you don't understand your audience, these are some other questions I want you to think about when you are trying to address your audience. Who benefits from what I offer? What are the biggest challenges or needs, and where do they spend their time, online or offline? So you can have a service model, for example, like a physical therapy practice. You have clients who benefit, the ones that benefit the most are the ones that are in accidents, or the ones that have some injury from sports or something like that need physical therapy, right? And then what are the biggest challenges or needs? They just want to get back to 100%. They want to feel better again with their body because it's been sore, and that's the problem you're trying to solve. And then they spend their time typically doing something, right? They're walking, working, going to sports, so they're probably offline more than anything. But you could also create a lead, and I've seen multiple people do this over the time, where you have some sort of wellness practice or service practice, and then they start posting on social media. So then you not only capture the people offline, which are the people in your neighborhood that are day to day, having aches, pains, need to go to physical therapy, but now you're also attracting people online. And those people sometimes are like, oh, that's so interesting that you are teaching me how to stretch myself better. Maybe I should go back to a physical therapist, or maybe I want to go to that physical therapist. And so it helps attract a different type of lead. So I want you guys to answer the following questions here. Who are your leads? Who are they? Are they parents? Are they small business owners? Are they students? What do they need? Is it convenience? Is it education? Is it inspiration? And then how can I help? So what solution are you offering them? Are you saving them time? Are you providing some sort of value? So for example, in my case here, I'm doing this YouTube channel as kind of like a way to help me exercise my brain a little bit more and just provide some service that others may need, okay? Because I really don't need to do this because I have multiple businesses, I'm already busy, and they're all doing well, okay? But I want to be able to educate and hopefully have the younger generation, or, you know, create some sort of, you know, drive for people to build businesses so that they can have the confidence to do them themselves, especially with someone like me who had everything stacked against them. So my leads are basically, you know, students of the game, students of the business. You know, that could be parents, that could be adults, that could be kids, that could be adolescents, whatever. People that want to learn business. And then I'm offering education, also inspiration, also convenience. I'm not charging you guys anything for these videos, and I'm also trying to teach you guys how to be better and give you that, you know, those tips to help grow your business. And then how am I helping? I'm offering you a solution. I'm saving you time because you can watch me at any time on YouTube, and I'm providing the best value that I can based on my experience as a business owner. So other than that, you want to create a network. You want to try to, and this could be a little bit scary because sometimes you can feel a little bit embarrassed, you know, or you can feel a little bit, you know, worried that you're going to not be seen as cool by other people if you share this too much with your new starting business, etc. But you want to create a network. You want to tell your friends, your families, your colleagues what you're doing. You want to share skills. You want to, you know, give workshops, seminars, you know, anything that can benefit, you know, those that are listening to you. And then your location, if you're like a brick and mortar, you want to be able to promote where you're at and make visibility good, because sometimes if you can't find your business, it's tough. But I mean, now with like Google Maps and all these other things, it's pretty easy to do, but sometimes there's still some businesses with poor visibility, so that's something to consider. Now, an example could be like that teacher example. If you have a teacher, you start a tutoring business, you could begin by handing flyers at local schools, and then you could eventually put a Facebook community group. You could offer some free trials to try out your tutoring services if you're a teacher trying to start a tutoring service, you know, locally. But the biggest thing you want to do is create value. You have to have value in your product. If you don't have value in your product, it's not going to grow. That's it. You can have two people in a service model, right? You can have a physical therapist, another physical therapist, or a doctor, another doctor. And if one doctor, you know, if they both do surgeries fine, but one doctor has a much better bedside manner and a much better way with people, that is creating value in itself. And so people are going to go to that practice more than this practice. And I've seen time and time again that even the doctors that may not know, you know, things as well, you know, medically as others, as long as their bedside manner is better, people tend to drive that way because to them it's creating value. To them, that trust is being established. And that's one of the biggest key takeaways for starting a business. You want to establish trust, you want to establish value. Now, let's pause. What value are you providing for your customers right now? You have 5 seconds to think about it. If you can't think about the value in 5 seconds that you've got, then you have to kind of rework your business model again. You want it to be as simple as possible, truly. Because if you boil it down and you say, I'm providing the service, I'm providing entertainment, I'm providing wellness, I'm providing education, whatever it is, you should know that for your business. Now, if you're a personal trainer, we see this online all the time. They do like 4 to 6 week programs. They, you know, do 10-minute workout plans online. This builds trust. But what I don't see with, you know, people on social media, they don't really interact with their customers or potential clients, which would be a lot more interesting to see evolve over time. So for example, you're going to be a social media influencer in a gym or something like that. I would start making, you know, videos or TikToks or Instagram or whatever you're doing to let people know who you are, but also try to interact with that population, not just sell them, but like really trying to interact with them and be like, get to know them you build that trust, you build that confidence, you're going to be able to merge that into a business model that is a win-win both ways. You want to be where your audience is. So to connect with leads, you want to be where they are. So, if you want to be part of that type of culture, whatever your business is in, get involved with those people in that culture already. So post in relevant online groups, attend local events or conferences, partner with businesses or organizations with the same idea. So a bakery wanting to attract customers might want to collaborate with a local coffee shop. They may offer like a discount for new people, or they might do like a coffee and pastry bundle with that coffee shop if they attend there. So that's like an idea, right? Now, we want to use simple, affordable tools. We don't want to break the bank because you're starting a business, right? So you want to use easy tools. Number one, social media. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, free, powerful, right? Now, a little bit more saturated nowadays. The algorithm is a little more complex, but as long as you stay consistent, I think you will build over time. Email marketing, people always, create leads by doing some sort of marketing thing, and then they gather all the emails, and then at any time they can, when they want to sell something or promote something, they can spread it via the email list. Now, consistency is way more than perfection. My videos aren't perfect. They're not like super well edited. I know that because I don't really think I want to get into that right now, but I do want to create the best value that I can for you. Now, if you post simple, if you create something simple, if you create something helpful, regular, then people will be driven to that more than something perfect, okay? And then finally, people do business with those that they trust. And so establish trust with the people that you are trying to do business with. It's not going to be, this day and age, everybody just jamming whatever service or product that they want, on social media, like buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. But really the businesses that grow are the ones that have had a good rapport, good trust, and have built confidence between the people that they're trying to serve. That's hard to do because there's so many ways to get distracted now, in so many ways that people don't want to give up their trust so easily. But if you're able to do so, it's gonna work well for you. Now, follow up with anyone that shows interest in you. Say a thank you. And share your story. Being vulnerable really helps people know you as a person, and it may relate to them in time too. Now, you want to find an irresistible first step. I mean, with my YouTube channel, my irresistible first step per se is this. You're learning from my experience. I'm taking you this building block by building block, how to promote, drive, build a business, the key concepts of it, not charging you anything, probably less than 30 minutes every time you're watching my videos, and there's no like catch and grab. Okay, so it's kind of like that's hard to beat, right? I mean, what else do you want? If you want something more, then you will find something more as you continue to look. But for me, my irresistible first step is, it's kind of a no-brainer. Just watch my videos, just because it's full of education and knowledge, and it's just going to help you establish your business as a small business owner, first-time business owner, those that typically are like maybe under $1 million in business, to help grow it and scale it. So I want people to, for their own business, make it easy for people to say yes. Make the product or the content so irresistible that like people would be dumb to say no to it. They would be dumb to not watch and spend 15-20 minutes of their time figuring out how to build a business, because Resource Rocky did it with multiple businesses that net over $4 to $5 million a year. Okay, so you want to just really give it your all. You want to be giving a product that is just so amazing that it's hard to resist. Once you start creating leads, you got to track what works and what doesn't, but you don't want to get consumed in the data. So you want to make sure that you try to track little things. So maybe that's like the amount of subscribers you have every month, the amount of Google reviews you have every month, the amount of videos you play out every month, the amount of patients or clients you see every month, and their customer satisfaction reviews, stuff like that. So keep it simple. Don't get too involved in the data, because you can get overwhelmed very easily, very quickly. Now, lead generation isn't a one-time thing. You got to always build it, but once you build it well, it will spread, because you build it to one person, they really liked it, they will tell their friend. Their friend will then tell other friends, and it just continues to create a web like that. So you want to make sure you provide that good content, good value, and help. You know, it's really about helping one another, and that in the end is going to be able to, you know, improve your business. Now, you're not just helping people like labor, right? You're not just helping them lift a log or, you know, walk up the stairs, but you're helping them in their mind too. That's why social media is great, because some people have that help of like, oh, that made me laugh. I had a really hard day today. That helped me smile. Or, oh, that was so interesting. I've always wanted to learn how to purchase an exotic car. So that's interesting to know that could be done for me. You know, that gives me a chance to know that is a possibility down the road. You know, those are the type of things that, you know, you can translate social media platforms with, by creating value in some way for the benefit of the user, customer, subscriber, client. Now, creating leads doesn't have to be complicated or intimidating. Just start small, focus on value, focus on that value that you have as a business, create authentic connections, and over time you will attract the right opportunities. You don't need to wait for the perfect opportunity to come. You need to start playing now to create that perfect opportunity for you down the road. So again, I want you guys to think about who's your ideal audience, what do they need, what's one small action you can create today to create more leads, and who and how can you offer value to your audience before asking anything in return, okay? That's one of the biggest key takeaways today. And I'm excited to continue on with this journey with you guys. Keep me posted on how things go. I want to learn from you guys as I get more subscribers, you know, more people to know. Leave me comments, let me know how I can help you, let me know what things you're struggling with in your business or your startup or your under $1 million business, or maybe you're at $2 million, you know, and you're trying to figure out how to scale multiple places. You know, just any comments, questions, I'm here to help and serve. So anyway, Resource Rocky is out, and have a great 2025. You got this.